convicted woman under surveillance in an Italian prison. Knox and her former boyfriend were found guilty of killing Briton Meredith Kercher in 2007. Her family has been described as shattered. Knox's mother spoke out after visiting her daughter in prison.
Extremely disappointed, upset about the decision. We're all in shock. We're all heartened by the support, not only from the people of Perugia, many Italians all over, people from all over the world have been sending us messages of support all through the night. And, you know, the media has been, supportive. Amanda got great support when she came back to the prison.
Well, joining me now from Perugia, Italy, is our Paula Newton. And Paula, this is not over yet, is it?
No, the entire appeals process, something that the defense and the family, the Amanda Knox and her family, are prepared for even before this verdict. The reason is that in the Italian justice system, they do feel that some of the things that they are contending, that the prosecution had no physical evidence, that the police work was sloppy, the confession was coerced, all these things they believe will get a fair hearing and appeal. You know, this is going to take months, if not years, to really settle. Rosemary?
So what is the next step in the short term? And when is this appeal likely to take place?
Well, the appeal won't take place for months. In the short term now, that's it. They wait for the actual written verdict. This was just a pronouncement on the verdict. They actually have to write to talk about the motivations, and that'll give them lots of insight into why the jury reached the decision that it reached. But you know, Rosemary, in the meantime, the Meredith Kercher family spoke to us today and obviously thought that they had a measure of justice in all this. They do believe it brought some closure, but they didn't really want to celebrate this kind of a verdict, in their words, knowing that it was a tragedy. Let's listen to them now.
Meredith still leaves quite a big hole in our lives.
Yeah.
And her presence is missed every time we meet up as a family. So.
But we are very lucky that we have a lot of memories, and we stay in touch with all of her friends and learn more about her that way as well. So she's still very much part of our lives, and she always will be.
The Kercher family has been incredibly stoic through all this, but then again, they also will be subject to this appeals process, and they say they're also ready for that. A lot of controversy here about what role the media played, but the Kercher family itself has been really keeping their distance, not wanting to add to the whole circus environment of this case. Rosemary?
And the Kercher family at no time had any doubt in their minds that this was the right outcome?
If they did, they didn't say so. They were asked that question 2 times during the press conference, Rosemary, and then continually said in the first instance it wasn't their place to say, and in the second instance that they felt the prosecution had done a good job. Read into that what you like, but they said they were satisfied with the decision.
And a number of people have made the comment, made the observation that Meredith Kercher has been forgotten in all of this. Is that your reading?
Look, and as many times as we tried to cover the case, it is hard to ignore, obviously, Amanda Knox and her presence and her family's presence and her trying to continually say that she's innocent and wanting to be proven innocent. It's unfortunate that in the media circus of all that, the actual brutality of this crime, that she had 4 dozen wounds, that she suffered for a long time, possibly it took her 20 minutes to die, and the agony of what that must have felt like. When we start reading very trite headlines, and I won't go through them, but there are many, it really does take away from the severity and the gravity of this crime. And I think it's only now that people are beginning to return to that. And as I said, the Kercher family not really wanting to add to, they feel, the atmosphere of sensationalism around this trial. Rosemary?
All right, our Paula Newton reporting there from Perugia, Italy. Thanks so much. And you know, there are mixed emotions around the world about the verdict amid reports of jurors sleeping during the trial and talking to the media while on lunch break. Many think Knox didn't get a fair trial. And some experts say there simply was not enough evidence to pin Knox to the crime.
These are poor college students, for all intents and purposes. They have nothing in their apartments. And for them to share kitchen utensils from one apartment to the other is not remarkable, and it's not proof of a murder. The DNA, and I reviewed this report, is minimal. It's tenuous at best. And if this is what they got their conviction on, it sickens me that the Italian system could achieve a murder conviction based upon the DNA of this knife.
Well, the Amanda Knox guilty verdict is the hot topic on our website, cnn.com. What do you think about the verdict? Was it just? Well, you can see all the evidence and judge for yourself by clicking on the interactive link.